Hey folks, Joe Valley here. Welcome back to another episode of the Quiet Lie podcast. Today's guest is an expert in the affiliate marketing side. So if you've got an e-commerce business and you're trying to grow your brand, affiliate marketing is probably a good thing to consider. Lauren Lee is a head of business development, vice president. She's got a long title and it's abbreviated on LinkedIn, so I'm not going to tell you what it is. She says it and then we abbreviate it at ClickBank. And she goes through explaining how it works, how it's risk averse because you only pay the commission if you have a sale, but that there's actual media buyers out there that spend their own money and their own risk to buy time for your product, expanding your reach. And they only make money if a sale is created. You do have to do some work on your end. We get to it in the second half of the podcast, talking about creating a funnel, testing some things on your end. So you're giving some data to ClickBank and the people on the other end of it that are the list owners, the email list owners, or the media buyers, so that they know what the conversion rate is and what the margin is going to be like. But it seems to me like it's a great opportunity to expand your brand and your reach. You could do it profitably or break even and make money on the back end if you've got additional products to sell. If you're a one product wonder, this may not be for you. But if you've got a product line where you're selling something on the front end at a good, healthy ticket price, and you can make a little bit of money or break even, knowing that you're going to make lots of money on the back end, this might be right up your alley. So let's take a listen. Here we go. Lauren, welcome to the Quiet Lie podcast. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm excited to have you here because I don't know a whole lot about affiliate marketing. And I know that I had opportunities way back in the day, as us old folks say. And a lot of the people I talk to on a regular basis can really, I think, grow their businesses through it. But I don't know jack about it. So why don't we start with you and your background? Who the hell are you, Lauren Lee, and what do you do?
Well, I've spent my whole career in e-commerce and retail. I've had various roles. So I've been a buyer for a retailer. I've been in business development, sales, e-com, kind of you name it. But the last 7 years, I spent time as the director of business development for an affiliate publisher. And I learned a lot about affiliate marketing. And currently today, I'm here at ClickBank as the senior e-commerce business development manager, which is a mouthful, as they embark on bringing on more e-commerce brands into their platform. So
it's such a mouthful on LinkedIn. It's abbreviated, I think.
Yeah, it is. Yes, very true.
And you're up in Boise, Idaho. Have you been there for 7 years or you joined recently?
Yeah. So actually, I've been working remote in Boise for the last 5 years, and I joined ClickBank 6 months ago. And so before that, I was in Chicago.
And they threw you right on the podcast circuit. Wow.
Yeah. They were like, go, you know this stuff, go do it. I was like, yeah, absolutely.
Amazing. All right. So just for me, because I don't know if I could perfectly define it. No, I can't. And anybody listening in the audience, what the hell is affiliate marketing?
I think that's a really good place to start. And
should I stop with a vulgarity though? I'll stop. What is affiliate marketing?
No, I mean, this is your audience. They know you, right? They know you to use that type of language. I think it's a really good place to start. So I think people have a good frame of reference of affiliate marketing, and most companies, most e-commerce brands, and maybe just in general, people are thinking about affiliate marketing from like influencers, ambassadors. Maybe you even consider, oh, okay, I want to be featured in Forbes or have a relationship with a publisher like that. And so that's primarily, I think, what most people are considering as affiliate marketing. Do you feel like that resonates with you in terms of how you understand affiliate marketing?
Look at you turning the question around. Good for you. She's done this a few times, folks. How about that? Yeah, no, look, for me, if I go way back, originally affiliate marketing is selling digital products. It's, courses and things of that nature, doing a lot of affiliate marketing that way, digital books, courses, pamphlets, brochures, how-tos, that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. But then more of, you've got a unique product and you want to reach more people and they've got traffic on their websites that you don't have. So you capitalize on their traffic, and they do that by adding a banner or promoting your product on their site or through their email list and things of that nature. Mm-hmm. And when it sells, it goes through to your site and then they earn a commission. and you get sales, and it doesn't cost you anything until you actually sell the product. How'd I do?
So good. Actually, so good.
So good?
Yeah. You said you didn't know anything, but actually you really do know how affiliate marketing works.
Yeah, I just played dumb a little bit, enough to be dangerous. I've never actually done it myself, though. Before we hit record, I had a nutritional supplement business, and we had a lot of traffic to our website. And I thought about it at that point, and I might have reached out to someone like ClickBank or something, but I never really took any action with it. So how would somebody get started? I actually told you, let's talk about my plumbing guy. I just had coffee with somebody in the plumbing industry, and he's done great on Amazon for many years and is trying to expand his product line. And for the people that are primarily selling on Amazon and they jump over to Shopify, they're like, oh, I need to take control of this. Amazon shut me down for a week for no reason whatsoever. I need to de-risk and grow on Shopify. And they find it incredibly hard to get any traction with traffic on, a brand new website. Is affiliate marketing an option for them to, get a foothold off of Amazon? And how would it work?
Absolutely. So actually you bring up a really good point. Somebody who's wanting to get more traffic to their e-commerce site, whether it's on Shopify or BigCommerce or whatever platform you're using. So that's an identifier of a problem that I think many people face. So I think that's a great place to start. And affiliate marketing can come in and be a solution to that. Absolutely. So where do you begin? How do you start an affiliate program? The best place. And so you mentioned something actually really key. You mentioned, I thought about it and I reached out to a few people, right? But I never followed through. And I think that's what a lot of times people in a company, you're wearing many hats, people are doing lots of things. Affiliate marketing kind of falls through the cracks. So you want to ensure that you understand the strategy and the benefits that can happen, and you actually put in resources and time and effort, and maybe an individual who's the point person on affiliate marketing. So let's go back to how you begin. The best thing you could do to start your affiliate marketing program is to join an affiliate network or a platform that is hosting the relationship between a seller, a brand, like you mentioned that company that is a plumber company, you said, right?
It's plumbing supplies, yeah.
Plumbing supplies, thank you. So it would connect this plumbing supply company with affiliates. And these companies are called networks. They're basically the middle, the connecting point, so that people can mutually opt into each other's programs. Those are big terms, and I'll explain what that means in real terms. So a platform could simply be, Shopify has one for influencers. I think it's called Dovetail. And so it would be joining Dovetail, and that's available to you through Shopify. And it's going through, and it's only for influencers. So it would go through and you could search, I'm looking for this category. I'm looking for this type of reach that this influencer has. I'm going to reach out to them directly and talk to them about my affiliate program. That means that you've determined what you want to pay out to this person for driving traffic and driving conversions. We could talk about that too, the financial piece. And it also means that you've determined, what do you want them to promote? Do you have a promo code? Do you have an offer? And in my world, we are doing something very specific, and it's called direct response marketing. And again, we can go into that. So let me just recap, because it's a lot. Where you want to start is you want to start with a network, right? You want to pick a network.
So is ClickBank an example of a network?
Absolutely. So we are in
what would 2 or 3 others? Let's go ahead and talk about your competition.
So
ClickBank and who else?
Yeah, so it's interesting. And I know I'm not just saying this because I work for ClickBank, but ClickBank doesn't really have a direct competitor network. And I'll explain why. But let me just give your listeners lay of the land of where do you go and where do you find a network. So you can work with companies like ShareASale that allow you to track, manage, connect with affiliates, and pay them. So that's so super key in having a scalable affiliate program, or Commission Junction or LinkShare. And there are other companies as well, but those are the big players as terms of networks.
So I've heard of all of them. How are they different from ClickBank?
Oh, you just set me up for the next thing. So thank you for that question. Okay. So these networks are connecting you with certain types of affiliates. All of those networks I mentioned are connecting you with publishers, ambassadors, or select influencers that they work with, or even agencies. So that's the type of affiliate you're going to connect with. ClickBank is going to connect you with a different type of affiliate, which I will explain to you. And that is the primary difference between ClickBank as a network and the other ones I mentioned. The other really good thing is that I have to plug this in, but not to sound too salesy, but ClickBank is totally free, whereas other networks are sometimes have an upfront cost, and you have to think about that risk for your company and also monthly fees. And ClickBank does not. So worth mentioning.
ClickBank I would assume, get a percentage of the sale.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah.
Exactly. So we take a percent of sale.
Okay. I'm still a little confused in terms of exactly how it works. So somebody's going to sign up for ClickBank, and then they're going to pick and choose who they may want to work with, or people that are out there on the other side that have websites with traffic are picking and choosing who they'd want to be able to advertise because it's relevant. Or is it like AdSense in a sense where it's just Google figures out what would be an appropriate ad to be fed to the particular website? Is that how it works?
No, but that's very clever. So let me kind of paint the picture for you and for your listeners. So on ClickBank, there's a marketplace. And on the marketplace, that's where brands are going to put their offer. And I'm going to explain what an offer means because that's very particular too. But on the marketplace, with your offer, it's there and it's living. Thousands of affiliates are coming every single day to look at the offers that are available on ClickBank.
Okay, now let's pause there and let's define an affiliate.
Okay, yes. Thank you. Thank you for circling back on that. ClickBank has a particular type of affiliate. These affiliates are called performance affiliates. They are media buyers or they're email list managers. What does that mean? A media buyer as an affiliate means an individual, a company, an agency. They are creating ads, and the brand does have control over this. We can talk about that too, but they are creating ads and buying media on behalf of the brand and driving traffic to the designated place that the brand has said, drive traffic to this URL, this landing page, this funnel. Why is that important and why is that different? So this is important because somebody like you mentioned, the plumbing supply company, or even the company that you had prior, in the supplement space or health and wellness, you are probably buying media yourself or thinking about it or totally terrified of it, of the risk associated. And now you're leveraging affiliates to do that for you. These are skilled media buyers buying media from Pinterest, Facebook, YouTube, wherever.
They're spending their own money at their risk, hoping for a sale, and will only earn a fee or be profitable if a sale occurs. It's no cost to me, the product owner.
Exactly. Correct? You got it. You're tracking. And so the other affiliate type on ClickBank is an email list manager. And these are companies who are managing hundreds of email lists. And again, they are sending out campaigns on your behalf and promoting it to their audiences. So we're talking about hundreds of thousands of people to 5 to 10 millions of people that are going to see your brand if that affiliate picks it up. I hope that is making sense. Are you following that?
It does. It sounds like ClickBank has professionals on the other side of it. Whereas you mentioned share a sale. Is that where there may be smaller individual, maybe thousands or tens of thousands of site owners that have traffic and are trying to earn money as an affiliate?
Yeah. So, and share a sale could be like an influencer or a blogger or, and they do have like relationships with bigger publishers, like the one that I worked for. They're just different. Not that one is better than the other. And so when you really understand affiliate marketing and the program you can build, you're thinking about the totality, right? So you want to think about your ambassador program. You want to think about selecting, a few influencers that you want to work with. You want to think about your publisher relationships, like what publishers are going to publish content for you. And then you want to think about your acquisition efforts and leveraging affiliates to be able to do that for you through media buying. And then lastly, you want to think about driving traffic to your funnels or to your website and using email list managers. So it's a big program. And I think a lot of people get confused about thinking about what am I building and what is affiliate marketing and how am I going to begin and start leveraging this?
Who are these agencies that are spending their own money advertising somebody else's product in the hopes of a sale? Are there agencies that's all they do? Because I've never heard of them.
Yeah, they're really skilled media buyers, essentially. And they are... So, and the other thing that's really particular about ClickBank
can I ask a question before you? So they're really skilled media buyers. Where are they placing the media?
Yeah, so it's another good question. So they're placing it on channels like I mentioned, Pinterest, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and they're driving traffic to these ads that they've created or content that they've created. And the call to action is to then go to the brand, right? To go to the brand's URL that they've designated. This is where I want the destination for the traffic to be.
And for those that don't have any experience in this at all, once they're signed up for ClickBank, there's an affiliate link that'll be tracked to the website
Exactly.
and tracked in your back end, so that people get paid properly. And the media buyer can log in and see how they did as well and see what their ROI is.
Exactly. Yeah. And
is there a particular, I'm sorry, I'm just going to butt in and start asking questions because I know that people listening are like, ask this, ask that. Is there a particular type of product category or value that works better than others?
Yeah. So this is a really important question. So on ClickBank specifically, the type of offer that are on our marketplaces are called direct response offers. Now, if that is a term that makes you think about mailing things to people's homes or something like that,
my old radio direct response days. Never mind. My supplement business was a radio direct response product first. We did a TV infomercial as well. That's all radio direct response marketing. In fact, really, PPC is direct response marketing because you're spending money and you're looking for a what? A direct response, and then you get a sale. It's all direct response.
I love that. So most e-commerce brands coming into our space have to learn what is a direct response offer, what does it look like, and they build it, right? You have to build this funnel, this campaign for our affiliates to drive this traffic to. And why are our affiliates driving this traffic to direct response offers? I can see you have a question, but I'll finish this.
I do. I'll let you finish it this one time. Go ahead.
Okay, so the reason that ClickBank's affiliates are driving traffic to to direct response pages is because of the conversion rates versus driving traffic to an e-commerce shopping experience.
1 to 2% on a normal page and 5 to 6 or higher on a e-commerce page or a direct response page. So who builds, does ClickBank help people understand how to properly build a good converting direct response page?
Yeah, we do. So again, we're the network, right? So we're like the facilitator, the relationship host of being able to guide people into how to build their funnels and campaigns. So we have a lot of resources, a lot of education, but you're not building the funnel itself on ClickBank. You can use your in-house dev team. You can use other companies that we recommend. And of course, we guide you along the way. So we have business development representatives that are helping at like a consultancy like feel to help you build your campaigns.
Do you build that first before you put it out there on the network for media buyers? I would think that media buyers would want to see it, look at it, and see if they think it's a good campaign or not.
Yeah. And also as a brand owner and wanting to leverage a strategy, you want to have a testing period where you're actually testing the content that you have on this campaign. Is it converting? Are people engaging with it? Are they, actually going through your funnels? Like you want to have some data to be able to present that to the affiliates and say like, I know that this is converting at this rate and you're feeling really confident. I think that's the biggest piece.
So in your view, then they should be building this direct response page for their paid advertising as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And we see that happen a lot. People learn through direct response marketing and our affiliates, what's working, what's not, and then take that and leverage that in their own strategies and campaigns for sure.
So they've got to have some sort of direct response page, landing page, some history to show what the conversion rate is to convince the media buyers that it's a good page and they'll make a profit.
Yeah. Primarily that's how it's working. And the affiliates are competitive and they want to drive traffic to high converting pages. And so the more that you can compel that, the better. And I think the whole point is that as a company, you want to leverage this strategy. You don't want to come in and it's just like soft and like you're guessing, is this going to work? Right. You want to feel really confident going in. And ultimately, companies are using this to leverage their acquisition efforts, right? You're driving traffic to a page and the page is solely built for conversion rather than built for like the ethos and the passion of your brand. It's built to convert. And so you're driving, a funnel for customer acquisition.
Okay. So you've said a good converting page. What percentage are we talking about?
So, well, another thing that I think that's worth clarifying is that this traffic is cold traffic. So another thing to think about, and now we're kind of getting into the weeds. So I want to make sure that your listeners are tracking. But the difference between warm traffic being driven to your brand or a funnel or e-commerce site versus cold traffic being driven to a funnel campaign or your site. Cold traffic was never in the market for your brand, doesn't know anything about it, wasn't even in the market for the solution you're offering to them. But where that cold traffic is pointed to, the direct response offer campaign, is so compelling and converting. They're staying on that page, they're sticking. And so we usually see between 2% or higher conversion rate on cold traffic. And I think that's a good distinction to make. Warm traffic means I have a food brand and I'm partnering with an influencer who's a cook and a chef, and they put a promo code onto their social media account to go check out my product. And then traffic is coming to my website. That's warm traffic. There's an interest. The audience is interested in cooking. I have a chef who's promoting it. So they have some sort of interest in my product already. And so that's how you leverage the differences between cold and warm traffic.
The media buyer that's sending traffic to my page, my landing page, and let's say you're on the other end of it and you click the link and you land on my page and you make a decision not to buy, and you go away. Are there cookies that are tracking you coming back to the site through another ad or anything that is going to allow that media buyer to still earn a commission if you do in fact buy the second or third time you see the ad?
So there is a cookie window, and as a brand owner, you can set your cookie window setting. Like I think for most people, it's like 30 days, right?
Do the media buyers look for something in particular in that regard, or are they not concerned about it? Are they mostly making money on the first visit?
Yeah, they want it to convert right away, right? They're not looking for people to leave and come back and convert. Like they are building campaigns and strategies for conversion to happen immediately, right? Like that's how they want to win.
Okay. And I know the answer to the question of, is there a particular price point that's best for the media buyers is, well, it depends upon the margin and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But can you just talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, sure. So generally speaking, you also asked something about the types of products. And I don't think I totally clarified that. So what we see is there is definitely a category of success, and that's really in health, supplements, consumables, also digital products like courses and business courses and ebooks and things like that.
Okay.
Informational like content. And so that is primarily, I would say like 90%, if not more, of what ClickBank is promoting and the types of offers that these affiliates are looking for. Is that the limit though of how this model and strategy works? No. And so when you talk about price point, our price points are really driven by the experience and the history we have of the categories we've been serving. So I just wanted to put that in relationship. And most of the time we see a successful campaign with an AOV of like 200 plus. So that means that the consumer is investing in the product itself. And ClickBank has tools and kind of bells and whistles to help increase that AOV throughout the funnel and experience. But what that allows the seller to do with a higher AOV is to be able to pay out your affiliates at a really competitive rate. So you can pay out a high percentage with, a higher basket cart price. Does that make sense? But
yeah, know what you meant. Know what you meant.
Thank you.
What is that higher percentage? Like, they'll be comparing their fees on Amazon to something like this. What would it be?
Okay, so I'm about to say a percentage that is going to make people go like, I'm never doing that. Like, that's crazy.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you the truth and then I'll tell you what's around it. So normally a affiliate on ClickBank, the payouts to them are in the ranges of 60 to 75%.
Okay.
So the way that, again, most people compare this to, like you're saying, like to Amazon or to what they pay their influencers, what they pay their ambassadors, what they're paying publishers to promote about their brand. And those kind of range between 7 and maybe 15%, 20%, usually at like the highest. These types of affiliates, which we've talked about, they are buying media, which means that it's more competitive, more pricey. and they're looking for that immediate return. And so most brands using and leveraging affiliates on ClickBank are thinking about it as an acquisition strategy. They're thinking about how much can I pay out an affiliate to acquire a customer, and what is the lifetime value of the customer?
Yeah, even if you break even and you've got additional products, you've got them on your list now, you can sell them additional products along the way.
Exactly.
And even if we say, somebody's paying a certain percentage in Amazon fees, they're also probably, paying for media to drive traffic to it. So it's not like their cost is only, 15%. It's much, much higher. Breaking even on a supplement business, sometimes you could, go negative if you've got a recurring revenue stream. And the lifetime value of the customer, which is all critically important. Tougher when you've got a single product that you sell once and never sell anything else to the customer again. No point in breaking even doing that, because you can break even doing nothing.
Right. That's actually a really good point. And also to kind of make this come to life, like I want to give like a real example of like a real brand that ClickBank has worked with and that they actually leverage this strategy. So maybe your listeners know this brand, or maybe they don't, I don't know. Or maybe you know it yourself. It's called Organifi, and they began with like a greens drink. They're often compared to like Amazing Grass and some other greens like products in the market. Have you heard of them before?
No, but you're very much into meditation, so I understand why you are. I do not know these brands.
Even if I wasn't into meditation, a healthy green drink is definitely something on my radar. And I'm sure now anybody listening, if you go into the store, like they're in Whole Foods, they're in most retailers.
Organifi.
So
my wife drinks something very green every morning, so maybe that's what it is.
Okay, so maybe that's it.
Yeah, could be.
And there are a lot on the market, but at least there's some frame of reference of a brand that has used ClickBank.
Okay.
So when they started, they didn't have any brand recognition. They were just kind of getting started, and they really leveraged this strategy of affiliates. And so they built a funnel, they built a campaign, they built the direct response offer. And I just want to add that they built it within their own brand ethos. They didn't, sell out or say things and make claims that didn't resonate with their brand. And they built a campaign and bundled their items together. So people are buying 3 or 6 or sometimes 9 bottles jugs.
Increase the price point.
Of the product. And so this is how they actually scaled their business. This is how they began to drive traffic for customer acquisition, to show sales growth, to be able to leverage this strategy and start to build their business as an actual standing brand, and get into retail and getting to, stores and partnerships that they really wanted to use. So this strategy, although it feels complex and there's a lot to think about, it absolutely can work for a brand to be able to really scale quickly without having to put out a lot of cash for risk.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. I'm thinking about all the stuff I've done in my life, and maybe I should have paid more attention to this along the way. People will spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on pay-per-click,
Yes.
Or influencers or other, social media stuff now, without really knowing what the ROI is for 6 or 12 months, which is kind of scary. There is a cost associated with this, though. It's, there's no fee paid out to ClickBank or the media buyer in this case, unless there's a sale. But there is a cost to develop the landing page. I did this for that book back there, and man, I spent a lot of money. Now, I was going to create a quick and easy course and whatnot, and then life at Quiet Light just got incredibly busy, and of course the paid media didn't work. So let's be honest, it didn't work. So I stopped doing it.
Okay.
But I wasn't really fully vested in it for the long run, because my life and business is really made through Quiet Light. The cost associated with developing a landing page for a supplement business. You guys have experts that are available on your site when somebody becomes a partner, that they can access those folks?
Yeah, absolutely. We have an experts page, and actually I'll give it to you so you can put it in the show notes. And we absolutely can allow people to connect with them and work with them. And the cost association, I think, that you're talking about is the investment you're going to make into the strategy, right? So you are going to build a page, and there are companies like ClickFunnels or Focus Funnels, or even Shopify has ways for you to build these funnels and campaigns now with like plugins and widgets that they have on their platforms. And so you can start lightweight. You don't have to invest, hundreds of thousands of dollars until you feel confident that this is a strategy you want to implement into your business. So I think putting it into perspective for people, like, what would I invest to build a funnel? Again, it can be as low as $1,500, hiring somebody to build the funnel, and it can scale from there. But there's one piece that I think is important for people to start to think about. When you're building a funnel, that's one piece of it. But the big part of building a funnel and a campaign is the content, the copy.
Thank you. I was going to ask that. Who creates it? Not the media buyer.
No. So the brand is either creating it in-house. You have somebody who is a phenomenal copywriter or somebody you depend on to build your copy, or you're hiring a copywriter to be able to generate this kind of content. And again, the content is built for conversion. It's not about brand ethos. It's not about your passion projects. It's about conversion. So it might feel a little bit different for a brand to be writing that at first. And you are dictating and guiding the affiliates of what to create. So you're providing the assets and the subject lines and the content they might put in an email, or the types of pictures and images that are working, and taglines. So you're really allowed and should be the person who's dictating what the affiliates are promoting for you.
And on your site, there's going to be examples. People can learn how to do this. People don't become expert content writers for direct response marketing without seeing other stuff.
Absolutely.
Is that the partners page?
Yeah. So it should be our experts page, but yeah, you can see the brands or the companies that we've worked with that have built other, offers for ClickBank and offers outside of ClickBank too. And I think it's just a matter of connecting with them and seeing, like, does this resonate with me? And do you build content that I like? And do you have a partnership that you think will be valuable for you long term? But the content, the copy is so important. And it should be for any marketing campaign, not just direct response marketing, but that's what people are engaging with. That's what's going to keep somebody's attention and continue them down the funnel in the path of converting.
Yeah, you get a lot of very valuable, useful, free material on your site, clickbank.com. And then I just went to resources. Good stuff. All right. Just tell me right now, the absolute biggest mistake somebody's going to make if they decide to go and do affiliate marketing.
Okay. So there's two things that come to mind. Number one, you give up too soon. You
mean like I did?
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, it's, and I think you have to remember your relationship to your business, right? So you are wearing so many hats, you are doing so many things, you're pulled in many directions. You're trying to make these executive decisions, oftentimes very quickly. And affiliate marketing is one of those things that's easily to just say, forget it, right? Like, let's come back to that when our ducks are in a row. And let's be honest, our ducks are never in a row. Like, we always are working on something, or something is in flux. So people give up too fast and don't stay with the strategy, don't stay with it. And so I think that's number one. And number two, you don't leverage the networks. You are kind of piecemealing together, scotch taping together your affiliate program. And so now you're managing these affiliates on a spreadsheet, and you're trying to figure out how to pay them. And then you get to taxes, and it
sounds awful.
Right. So a network like ClickBank will take care of that for you. We pay everybody. We pay all your affiliates. We handle all the taxes. We handle everything for you. And so do most networks. But those are the two big things.
I don't need to be tech savvy in order to do it. That's what ClickBank does.
Yeah, exactly.
I do have to figure out how to do ClickFunnels though. Or do I not? Do I need ClickFunnels if I'm going to do this through ClickBank?
So ClickFunnels is a way to build a funnel, to build a direct response, but you still have to put in all the content and all the copy and figure out what it's going to look like, right? So you need, if you don't have an in-house dev team or the ability to make your own funnel, then you would leverage a third-party company like that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. And then there's the email marketing campaign that's attached to that, and then all sorts of other stuff. But that's what you folks do. I don't do it anymore. Actually, Chris on our team does it all. So we do it as a company. I just don't do it anymore myself.
And we understand how complex it is, and we understand also the value of it. So you do have somebody who's helping you along the way and explaining it in like real terms and like with real language and being like, you have to do this now and this next.
I mean, are you saying there's a human at ClickBank that I'm going to be able to talk to?
There is a human. Yes.
Really?
You can go through like our content as well. And like we have education content and courses. And of course that is very beneficial, and you should go through that when you're deciding if you want to work with ClickBank. But yeah, absolutely. We have a huge sales team and support staff, and we're here to help you. Where
do they go? Let's send them to the site now. What's the best URL to go to? Is it simply clickbank.com?
Yeah, you can go to clickbank.com. There also in the show notes, I'll share it with you, but there's an e-commerce success page, and there you can schedule a meeting with me directly if you wanted to, and I can then share it with other team members. But you can also follow us on LinkedIn and connect with us there. But clickbank.com is the easiest. Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. Any last minute thoughts for folks before we wrap this up?
Have fun. Don't get overwhelmed by all the complexities of everything I just said. Don't forget that you're building a business and providing a product and a service for people that you are really passionate about. And this is a strategy you can leverage to get that out there.
That's brilliant. It's so easy to get overwhelmed. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lauren. Appreciate you coming on the Quiet Life podcast.
Thank you so much for having me.